You know those quarterbacks who just make throwing a football look effortless? The ones who drop dimes like they've got a built-in GPS? Yeah, Drew Brees was that guy. Some QBs have a cannon for an arm, some have elite football IQ, but Brees, his superpower was accuracy. Defensive coordinators lost sleep over it. It didn't matter if the coverage was tight, if he was throwing off balance, or if a defender was breathing down his neck. If Brees wanted to put the ball somewhere, it was going exactly there. Think accuracy beats arm strength? Hit like if you agree. But don't take my word for it. Let's talk facts. First, let's talk about completion percentage. You know, the stat that shows how often a QB actually completes a pass instead of just chucking it into the dirt. Brees, he led the entire NFL in completion percentage 6 times. No other quarterback in history has ever done that. And in 2018, this man set an NFL record. 74.4% of his passes were completed. That's not just elite, that's straight up ridiculous. Imagine if almost 3 out of every 4 passes a QB threw hit the exact target. That's Brees level accuracy. Is that GOAT level accuracy? Drop a bullseye in the comments. Now, accuracy is great, but what about production? You know, the whole actually winning games and putting up numbers thing? Yeah, Brees had that covered too. When he retired, Brees held the NFL record for most career passing yards, over 80,000 of them. That's more yards than any quarterback in history at the time. He also had over 7,100 completions, another NFL record. That means he wasn't just throwing darts, he was throwing them all the time and still hitting the mark. And let's not forget, Brees was the first QB to ever throw for 5,000 yards in a season more than once. And he didn't do it just twice. He didn't do it 3 times. He did it 5 times. To put that in perspective, before Brees, only one QB had ever hit 5,000 yards in a season, and he did it once. Brees made it look routine. But it wasn't just about the numbers. It was how Brees made those throws. If you ever watched a Saints game in his prime, you know the drill. Tight coverage? Doesn't matter. Defender draped all over the receiver? Still doesn't matter. Brees would just drop a pass perfectly into his guy's hands, like he was playing Madden on rookie difficulty. And the deep ball? Oh, Brees had that too. But his real magic was in the mid-range game, those 15 to 20 yard throws that required surgical precision. It didn't matter if a defender was a millimeter away. If Brees was aiming for a spot, the ball was getting there. Want proof? Just ask defenders who had to go up against him. They'll tell you, Brees could fit the ball through a keyhole if he wanted to. And the crazy part, he wasn't doing this with the strongest arm in the league. Nope, Drew Brees was just 6 feet tall, which in QB terms makes him short. And he didn't have that rocket launcher arm like some of the other greats. But what did he have? Elite mechanics, pinpoint footwork, and the proficiency to read a defense like a book. That's why, no matter where he threw the ball, he was always in the perfect spot. But here's the thing. Brees wasn't just out here running a quarterback clinic for fun. He was making his teammates better. Some QBs need elite weapons around them to thrive. Brees? He turned no-names into stars. Marquez Colston, drafted in the 7th round, should have been a long shot. Instead, Brees turned him into a franchise legend with over 9,700 receiving yards, all while never making a single Pro Bowl. Lance Moore? Undrafted, should have been just another name. Brees turned him into a 1,000-yard receiver and a Super Bowl champion. Even Jimmy Graham. Sure, the guy was talented, but before linking up with Brees, he was just a basketball player trying to play football. With Brees, he became a tight end nightmare, scoring 16 touchdowns in a single season. The point is, Brees wasn't just padding his own stats, he was elevating everyone around him. Of course, no all-time great career is complete without a Super Bowl moment, and Brees had one of the most undeniable runs in NFL history. 2009, the Saints, a franchise that had never even been to the Super Bowl, let alone won one. And Drew Brees, he decided that was about to change. He torched defenses all season long, finishing with 34 touchdowns and a 70.6% completion rate. Then, in the Super Bowl against Peyton Manning and the Colts, he put on a masterclass. 32 completions, a Super Bowl record at the time, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And when it mattered most, he led the game-winning drive. The Saints won their first ever Super Bowl, and Drew Brees was named Super Bowl MVP. And just like that, he became a New Orleans legend forever. When Drew Brees finally retired, the numbers were mind-blowing. 80,358 passing yards, an NFL record at the time, 571 career touchdowns, second most ever, 67% career completion percentage, NFL record at the time. But his impact goes beyond stats. Brees took a struggling franchise, turned them into consistent contenders, and brought an entire city a championship. He wasn't just a quarterback, he was the heartbeat of New Orleans. And the best part, he did it all with elite precision, proving you don't need the biggest arm, you just need to put the ball in the right place every single time. So, next time you hear a debate about the most accurate QB in NFL history, just remember, Drew Brees didn't throw passes, he threw perfection. If accuracy had a Hall of Fame, Brees would have his own wing. But is he your pick for the most precise QB ever? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. And if you love breaking down NFL legends, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications.